If you've ever stressed about money, you know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the noise in your head. So I have mindset habits that I want to share with you that can help you to feel calmer and more confident and in control of your money, even when times are tough. And these are habits that affect the way you think and react and talk to yourself about money. Because if your mindset is in a weird place, your money is usually just reflecting that back to you. Turn your money setbacks into savings lessons. Now, when something goes wrong, maybe your hours get cut at work or the car breaks down or a big bill comes in, it's easy to kind of go straight into that, oh my gosh, I'm so terrible with money, or this always happens to me, or I'll never get ahead. But instead of getting depressed and beating yourself up, just try asking, what if this is exactly what I needed to wake me up to something? Maybe this is that moment that finally gets you to start building that small emergency fund, or tracking your spending and creating a budget, or starting that side business that you've always wanted to have. You don't have to pretend that the setback is fun, but you can look for the lesson or the skill that the situation is pushing you to build. And that shift from I'm doomed to, okay, what can I learn from this is huge. Get curious before you compare. Now, we see people taking trips and buying new cars and doing renovations on their house, and our brain goes,
well, I should be able to afford that too. I mean, how are they doing better than me?
But that is an assumption. And instead of assuming things, get curious. And first be curious about yourself. Like, do I actually want what they have? Or do I just think I should want what they have? And what is it that I don't see behind that purchase? What debt do they have? What sacrifices did they have to make for that? And do they even have the same priorities as me? And what would feel like a win in my life right now that may not be a win in theirs? And if it's somebody that's close to you, you might be able to ask them, how did you decide that that purchase was worth it? And what kind of cutbacks did you have to make in order to make room for that? That curiosity can help you to learn strategies without trying to keep up with the appearance of what someone else has that maybe you don't even really want. Notice values, not valuables. And this is one that could be a real challenge for some of us. But each day, just try to go out of your way to give someone a really heartfelt compliment that has nothing to do with something they own or bought. So like, instead of saying, ooh, cute shoes, or I like your car, try something like, you're so thoughtful, or you're really creative, or I love how patient you are with your kids, or you're so good at making people feel welcome. It just trains your brain to start to see what's good about people instead of maybe what's expensive about them. And the more you openly value character and creativity and kindness and people's efforts, the more you're going to value it in yourself, and the less pressure you'll feel to prove your value through your purchases. Be fully present instead of buying your way out of guilt. And a lot of people do this. A lot of us do this, what I call guilt spending. And we feel bad because we're distracted, or we're busy, or we're not completely present. And we try to make up for it with random gifts or expensive outings, or we're like, I'll just buy them something nice. Instead, try this. When you're with someone, whether it's your spouse, your kids, a friend, put the phone down. Turn your body completely towards them, look them in their face, and give them your full attention. Listen to their story, play the game that they're asking you to play, sit on the couch and talk. Being fully present is free and is often what people are actually looking for from you. And you don't have to buy closeness if you're actually there. Breathe, then pause. Now, money is emotional, and triggers pop up out of nowhere. It could be that 50% off flash sale banner, or a low balance alert on your checking account, or a purchase that your spouse made that you didn't think they should have made. When you feel that jolt and that anxiousness, don't do anything. Don't tap any buttons. Don't say anything, at least not right away. Instead, do just two things. Number one, you want to take 2 breaths. Just inhale slowly and exhale slowly, and then do it again. And then ask yourself, what's the calm choice that I can make here? And this just flips you from reacting to responding. And the second thing I want you to do is just count to 10 and use that next 10 seconds to choose one steady action. And if the trigger was that flash sale sign, then close the shopping app or the email or whatever it was that you were looking at. If it was your partner's financial faux pas, Take a moment and use a different tone and maybe say that you have to step away so you can compose yourself, but then choose to do something that is less likely to have regret attached to it. And this little buffer, it's not going to fix everything, but it does prevent you from making permanent decisions based on temporary feelings, which is where a lot of our money issues start. Take a few reset breaks throughout the day so you don't "I deserve it" spend. So when you're exhausted, your brain starts whispering, "You've had a hard day, you deserve a treat." And treats are fine, but if every hard day ends with a $25 DoorDash, that's not a treat, that's a recurring bill. So instead, sprinkle 3-minute reset breaks throughout your day to reduce that need to go spend money on your way home or on your way to go get the kids. And you can try stretching your shoulders, stretch your neck, stretch your back. You can step outside and just take 10 deep breaths, drink a whole glass of water, or you can do what I do and get up from your desk, go get a nice tall cup of some hot spicy tea like this French vanilla chai tea, which is my favorite. It relaxes me for the reset, but it also, because of the caffeine, it won't put me to sleep. And these quick resets just help your brain and your body to feel less fried so that by evening, you're not treating yourself straight into a negative bank balance. Spend energy where it actually saves you money. And here's what I mean by that. Not every frugal habit is for every person. Some things might be frugal on paper, but expensive in energy. And if clipping coupons makes you want to cry, but planning 3 simple low-cost dinners feels okay, that's information you can use. You want to know, does this habit leave me feeling calm, capable, and encouraged, or does it leave me feeling resentful and exhausted? If it drains you, you're not going to stick with it. And then you'll feel like a failure, and nobody has time for that storyline. So just focus your energy on frugal habits that fit your personality, that fit the season that you're in right now, and the bandwidth that you have available. And that's how you build a life that you can actually live with, not a financial boot camp that you end up wanting to escape from. Build rich relationships, not expensive ones. Often our most valuable relationships are the ones that don't require you to spend a lot of money to enjoy it. And that's usually because you're able to connect on a deeper level where you're enjoying the person more than the activity. And some simple ways to just deepen connection with the people that are in your circle is to have real conversations. Look people in their eye, ask about their life, and remember the little details. Because when people feel seen and cared for, it doesn't take fancy dinners or high-priced outings to maintain that relationship. And instead of you thinking you have to go somewhere expensive to catch up, you can invite them over for dinner or take a walk and talk, or you can say, let's have a game night at my house, and you can bring whatever snacks you want. Strong relationships built on listening and presence are usually low cost, but high value. And you're not trying to buy quality time because you're already creating it. Build money trust with tiny, consistent promises. A lot of us don't actually trust ourselves with money, and we literally have the receipts to show why. We've made budgets and abandoned them. We bought something and regretted it. We said, I'll do better next month 47 times. Instead of trying to fix everything at once, just pick one promise to yourself that you'll keep. Maybe you promise that you'll put $5 in your savings account every payday, or that you'll be sure to check your balance before you order something. Every time you keep that promise, it's like another little brick of trust being added to the structure that is you. And you can say, I said I would do it, and I did. Over time, you stop seeing yourself as bad with money and start seeing yourself as someone who follows through, which makes bigger goals feel less scary and far more achievable. Talk to yourself like a capable, frugal person. And I know affirmations can sound cheesy, but most of us are already saying things to ourselves all day anyway, so we might as well make them useful. Try phrases like, I am learning to be more intentional with money, or I am resourceful with what I already have. I make calm, thoughtful money choices. I can change my money story even though I started late. Proverbs 18:21 is a Bible passage that says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits." When your brain hears and believes, "I'm capable and creative with money," you're more likely to act like it. And you'll say no when you need to. You'll look for smart options instead of unnecessarily expensive ones. And you're not lying to yourself. You're choosing which voice gets the microphone. These are all mindset shifting habits that are not meant to be mastered in one big package. Just start with one or two that hit you the hardest, where you thought, "Ooh, yeah, that was me." Work those into your day and notice how your feelings around money start to shift, even before the numbers ever change. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which was your biggest takeaway. And then watch this video where I share 15 tiny daily habits that quietly save you money. Because when you pair these mindset habits with the daily habits from this video, it's going to be way more powerful. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.